Welcome to After the Final Bell, a podcast about what happens when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins. Hosted by UFC striking coach Mike Gonzalez and YouTube bounty hunter Trevor Okconor.
It's not just about fights anymore. It's about what happens when the gloves come off.
And the real adventure begins.
Join Mike and Trevor as they chat about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Life after the final bell isn't always easy, but it's always interesting. This is After the Final Bell.
And you can change it up.
You get to choose the type of
Yeah, it's like a
that
bark
you
box.
get?
Like you're like, I like some of these.
One of these. Throw that in there.
Throw in some of Marco's hot dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have Arby's or Barbies. I don't know. I don't know what they have going on
No
there.
matter what, there's always flaps.
Oh, God.
Click the join button now to become a member and gain access to all the behind-the-scenes footage.
And so much.
Does that count?
Does that count? Can I wear it?
I mean, why not? Always loved to dance. You know how we would dance in front of the mirror. You know when we were kids. I don't know about.
No.
Just me.
At
Sorry.
no point have we ever danced in front of a mirror together. I'm just gonna say that now. Like,
It's like when you're really training hard and you get like really scratchy calluses. I call these my dick shredders.
whoa.
Whoa.
Too much. Sorry.
Click the join button now to become a member and gain access to all the behind-the-scenes footage.
For them and listen to their problems and like
It's like therapist?
Yeah, you're basically a glorified therapist.
What's up, guys? My name is Trevor Okconor. Sitting across from me 36 times, Mike Gonzalez.
What up? How's everybody doing?
Yes. This is it. 36, dude.
36.
That's 3 dozen.
Yep.
3 dozen.
3 does. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Since November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
This is After the Final Bell, a podcast about what happens when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins.
That's what we're always looking for.
We don't leave the house. That's what happens.
No, that's what you do. You don't leave the
Dude,
house.
I've been out of the house so much, you don't even know.
How much is too much for you?
I found
Too
it.
much?
I found it.
Once a
He
week?
came to my show and he's like, "Oh no, I can't."
I did that, which should have been enough people
When
in
was that? When was that?
Saturday.
Oh, that's the one that,
Yeah.
I was going to go too, but
Oh.
Kay Miller told me at the last minute.
Yeah.
I would have gone
Yeah,
too.
we'll believe that.
Womp womp.
We'll believe that.
I would have gone. I would have gone in your place and you would have been completely happy.
No, I was happy. We do have an in-studio guest today, longtime friend,
Yeah, like
friend, buddy, pal.
2017.
Yeah, that's,
Almost 8 years.
yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Almost a decade.
a.
I'm only like 3 decades old too, so like a third of my life
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give or take.
ish,
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
mostly ish. Amber was the lead singer in the band that Kristen played in the Hits.
Oh, so I've seen her before.
You've probably seen her
When they played that show,
at your mom's house.
no, it was by that bar downtown or off Colfax. Was it called
Herman's?
Scooters? Was it? It's
Not Scooters.
It's by across the street from Voodoo Donuts.
Oh, I don't think
It was on a
That
Wednesday.
was called
Streets of
Kingstown.
London.
Streets of yeah.
Okay.
Did you play that show?
I don't think I've ever.
That might have
played
been,
that
like,
show.
right-
Was that with Maya?
It was probably like one of the last shows with Maya before you changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So then, no, I never.
See, no.
That was a long time.
All we
See,
remember is Voodoo Donuts.
I knew that.
How could you not?
I love.
Well, I know that King's Tavern, was it Three Kings or something?
Oh, Three Kings are down
was,
that way too.
like right next door to Voodoo.
Yeah, that place. They went out of business, huh?
They went out of
Or they
business
closed and-
during 2020, and then Scott Happel, one of the owners of the Oriental Theater, bought it, and now it's HQ.
Is it clean?
It is.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Because it used to smell like beer and piss.
Yeah.
The whole place.
Classic.
The only place that smelled worse as a music venue in Colorado is maybe Lion's Lair.
I've never been in there.
You
Don't want to go.
Don't
in there.
go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't. I was gonna go tonight.
I mean, what's more punk rock than that, though? You know what I'm saying? Like rock and roll.
But it didn't even smell like beer,
Grungy.
just piss.
Oh.
Lion's Lair was disgusting, in my opinion. I mean, maybe they're cleaned up now. I hope so. But
I don't know.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll pass.
so she's played with Kay Miller in a band for a long time. Now,
What the instrument?
singer.
Oh,
Singer,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
No,
And
pipes.
Okay.
Sometimes keys. Sometimes I play the kazoo. That's a newer instrument for me.
I have also played the kazoo on stage.
What's kazoo?
Yeah.
The little plastic one.
Oh,
That one.
oh,
You know?
Sure.
Do you know what a kazoo is?
No, I'm gonna have to
It's-
Google that.
It's an instrument at the bare minimum definition of instruments.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's
Anybody can play.
Anybody
possibly
can play
it's
the
possibly
kazoo.
below the
Yes.
triangle in skill. Ding.
No.
Yeah. Who was it? I can't remember who I played kazoo with. It might have been No One Left Standing.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't know the song, but I knew the melody. So I just took a kazoo up. And
That's all you need to know is the melody for anything when you play the kazoo.
Yes.
And it doesn't even have to be good. Like, you don't even have to be on key.
no,
okay.
there's no
Yeah.
key.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the key of humming through
Just through the
a piece of
thing?
wax paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it just sounds like rattly wax paper. She's done a lot of really cool things. The coolest thing ever in the whole world, she painted Tupac.
Oh, you're the artist behind that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
so
awesome.
neat.
Wow. What other cool things have you painted?
That's my dude. He's gone all over.
Yeah.
He lived in Florida.
How
Yeah,
many-
Kristen told me that that he was in Florida for a
He
while.
lived in Florida. Pat tried to steal him.
Yeah, that's what she said.
How
She
long
stomped
did
upstairs and grabbed him on her way out.
How long did that take to paint?
Probably like between 16 and 20 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so this paint, the medium that I used is actually wall paint. I think I used bear
Wall paint like this?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
because
dang.
you can get little jars of
Samples?
samples of paint.
Yeah.
And I think at that time I was only paying like $3 a jar or something. And I it's just so cheap rather than going to, Michael's or an art store where you have to pay like $10 for a whole tube.
yeah.
Yeah, and I really love that medium. It's really good. It's nice
My
and
favorite
smooth.
I mean, it's a
piece of art
It's a great
that
picture.
I own.
Period.
Period.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good. I like it. I really like it. It's
No, I
awesome.
love that
That's-
more than like any other piece of art. I have some really cool stuff too.
Thank
I have a friend named Greg Neal who used to make steel sculptures.
Mm-hmm.
Were you there when I got killed by Maris?
Oh no, but I would have loved to see that.
And we did a big charity auction, and my buddy Greg Neal had put a bunch of stuff up. And Kay Miller, go upstairs and grab Maris. He made a steel sculpture of Maris,
Wow.
and I think my wife spent our whole paycheck that week outbidding people for this because it was the day that I got killed by Maris.
Yeah.
And it was a statue made by someone from there. So it's that's one of my other favorite pieces. But that one we tried to put in the fourth. It used to hang in our living room at our old house.
Yeah.
So everyone walked in there like, all right, Tupac.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I love that.
It's a good piece. I
Yeah.
like it.
A funny story about this piece is that somebody from Florida commissioned me to do this piece, and then they didn't pay me. And I was
That's how that got brought out.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news is he went back to Florida and they still didn't get that bitch.
Nope. Kidnapped him. Or no, stole him back.
They
That's what
could
you
have.
did.
No, I had him the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Something about that painting being in Florida.
It's like, not meant to
How long
stay
did
there.
you? How long did you give him to? How long did you?
Oh, I'm sure
give
she
them
waited a long time.
before.
Oh my gosh, yes. Probably a whole year, to be honest with you. Because I
That's
had
a-
already done pay. So usually, like, I would have taken a deposit, but it was my ex's friend that asked me. So I had just, there's some trust there.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Put 'em
then
on.
he kept on saying, like, oh, next week. And I'm like,
Oh.
sorry, bro, you don't got no more weeks.
You see that? He made this. Guy made this. What is this? You?
That's Maris the Great.
Yeah, Maris the Great.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
I love the shoulder spike. and
Because
then this-
the skull, because that's him.
awesome.
Maris is a figure in the music scene in Colorado. He's a gay
You want to just
Undead
stick to
zombie.
undead zombie.
Mhm.
That's like
Wait,
that's
that's
who
his
he is.
deal.
Yeah,
he's a gay undead zombie, so
Yeah.
he's not dead.
But he's only around for certain parts of the year because then he has to go back to the shadow world and
hang out.
and then when he comes out, he usually selects some people in the music scene who he feels are making moves or doing cool things, and then he kills them for charity. And you go and do like this big photo shoot, and it's blood and guts and barbecue sauce.
All right.
But it's kind of a thing. Like if you got killed by Maris, it was
good
like
deal?
Yeah.
you've kind of
Okay.
arrived at that point, I guess, in the Denver music scene.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him much, but I'm sure he still pops
around.
in. Yeah, he still
is
pops
still
in.
around. Yeah,
Yeah, he used to have a band called Maris and the.
Maris the Great and Faggots of Death.
That's what they were called.
That's exactly
Hey.
what they
Did you see why I paused?
Hey.
I knew someone else would pick up the torch.
Yep,
You know,
hey.
but he can call himself whatever he wants.
I mean, it's his band.
That's his name. You can't mess up his name.
Yeah. No, and that band was really awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Unfortunately, they broke up and
I think there's a new
them to the curb.
thing I think he's trying to put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to get an all-female band.
Oh yeah. I did.
So he
see
hates-
that.
His character hates women because they take all the good-looking guys.
Oh. And he's going to get an all-female group.
It'll be interesting. Anyway, it's cool. We probably have a picture of it. Kristen can probably put one right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll get monetized because it looks like I'm dead.
Oh. You don't have like a
We'll see.
PG version or something?
There's not really a PG version of it. It's just like a gaping head wound.
Okay.
But anyway, cool shit. Oh, we're talking about art. See, I'm coming back. I'm coming.
Ooh,
All the way
bam.
around.
But anyway, she made that painting.
So she painted that, and that gets more. I show almost everybody that comes into our house that painting before I show them my dog.
Oh, that's like such an honor.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have no idea. It's absolutely.
But also most people notice it because it's a good painting.
Well, yeah,
it's not
but
just
like
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
times,
It's a good
Thank
painting.
you.
my office door is closed,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
people
okay.
come in, but I'll be like, "Oh no, you got to come here." And it's very hard. I never am able to put a face to it for people,
Oh, yeah.
but there it is.
Yep. There's right behind me.
I have to commission one more painting from her, which
What would it be?
I'm gonna sell a kidney and get ready for. I need the same style of Biggie
Oh,
for like right over there.
that would be cool.
All right.
That would be cool.
Well, I will have to come out of retirement for that because I
Yeah.
haven't been commissioned to do a painting in years, and I stopped taking commissions like years ago.
Yeah, but we can make it happen. huh?
We can make it happen.
This thing-
I don't know how long you'll be waiting, but we can
Don't
make
you?
it happen.
But don't you think with Biggie should have Tupac?
I mean, yeah, I agree.
They could have rap battles in here.
Yeah.
They could tell us who killed him.
Mm-hmm.
We need a Ouija board.
Oh, shit.
Oh, now you're gonna get
Tupac,
to my territory.
Biggie, and a Ouija board.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. We've got a lot to pack in.
All right. I'm
She's-
ready.
She's done.
Everything.
She's lived like 27 lives.
Whew.
3 cats.
Definitely more than 3 cats.
More than 3.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
3 cats, 27 lives. No, I didn't mean physical cats. I meant cats have 9 lives.
Lives, yeah.
You've had more than 27 lives?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to get like a past life reading. And
I
see
meant
how
like
many
in this
lives.
life.
Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ooh.
Why don't we just do this?
All right.
Why don't you just kind of give us the background and like the multitude of things that are Amber?
Okay. Let's just start with the present moment.
Presently.
Presently, I own an entertainment company called Circavita Entertainment. Circavita is mostly known for large pole and aerial burlesque productions with a live music element. And so I've been doing Circavita shows, producing shows since 2019. I've produced all over. I've produced at the Buffalo Rose, the Oriental Theater, Real Works. Used to be the venue that that got closed.
The venue called the venue.
Oh, it was called
It's
the
a venue
venue.
called the venue.
Oh.
It's actually where I got my start. So yeah.
Was that the one off Pecos?
Yeah.
Okay.
36 in Pecos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
By the barbecue place.
did the rock and roll pole
okay,
show
okay.
there.
See, if you tell us where in relation to food something
Hey,
is.
Yeah.
you never get me lost.
Oh wait, isn't it also next to Ugly Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know where that
Yeah.
place is at too.
Yeah. So, and then this year I got the opportunity to expand into doing more just like live music shows. So last week I did a Lilith Fair tribute show, which I
So
think
when you say music, you're also doing the performances with the music?
yeah,
In some
Okay.
of them.
Oh, and some okay.
Like this last show was just music.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
which is not my norm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My
Usually
norm
there's
is-
like a circus element.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I
Uh,
say circus because people spin around and flip and
Do
Do
acrobatic stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
we're going to the circus here.
Oh, fun! Is that the Circatalia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love that one.
You have no idea.
And oh,
I'm a weirdo.
oh,
Front row,
okay.
no matter what.
Oh,
And I do not move.
front row. So we're sitting front row?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm like a little kid.
Yeah.
You have no I love that type of circus. Oh, I love it.
love that.
I love the circus.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't even talk to me. I don't need snacks. I don't need I
Nothing.
got right here.
That's awesome. I hope to see you front row in some of my circus shows.
I will.
Yeah, you get front row. for
Because I'm
that.
out and about all the time now, so that's
yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, and Kristen, she's been like my videographer now.
Yeah, she's been.
She's like,
Oh, so now you have to go.
yeah.
So I went with Kay Miller. She was doing some videography. I went to. I was the bodyguard for the camera, the stationary camera, because she was running around with her gimbal, like a tree sprite, just bouncing all. So I just stood there and watched and made sure her camera was good. Very, very impressed with actually the musicianship that happened that night.
Thank you.
Very impressed.
Interesting thing about that show is that those bands were like just put together
Hodgepodge.
for this. Yeah, hodgepodge for this show.
Oh.
So they didn't
So
all
they don't
play
even
together
know-
normally.
Oh, so they didn't know how anybody
Yeah.
worked
A
together.
few, like the first band and the last band, like I would say they're in other tribute bands in the scene. So like a few of them have worked together before,
Mhm.
but all the singers were hodgepodge. At least the band that I was in, Cambo, who was the guitar player, he's in a lot of my productions.
Okay.
He was in my Popstalgia production. He was in my Rocky Horror Circus production. So I've worked with him, but I didn't work with.
I think he was on the production team for, I want to say, one of the web series that I acted into.
Oh,
Cambo, yeah.
Yeah, Cambo does a lot.
Yeah.
He's another like.
Yeah, when I see him around, I'm like,
Ultra
wait a minute. I think
creative.
that guy was like production.
Yeah, he does everything, and he plays literally every instrument, keys, drums. He's
like
a
me.
phenomenal drummer.
Have you heard me drum?
I haven't.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Laying it down. Something strong.
Can't use my legs.
Well, I mean, then you're good like djembe, bongo.
Cajon.
situation. Oh, cajon, yes.
I could play the cajon. No feet required.
No.
Speaking of drums, my house is literally like where Kay Miller's drums live forever and ever and ever now.
Her whole drum kit's set up still at Amber's house. from
Oh,
when-
really? Is that
Well,
where you
we-
guys practice?
They used to
Yeah.
practice
Oh, okay.
there when
okay.
the hits were playing.
Yeah.
And then we went to Florida and had all the stuff going on. And she has like 19 bands at different times. And so it was just like, instead of their drummer having to drag their kit around, it's
Right.
like it ended up being kind of the kit
Yeah.
there. But Kay Miller needs to go there and play the drums more.
Yes.
I need you to kidnap her and make her go play drums
Okay.
at your house.
Okay.
Because it keeps me alive.
Oh.
She
okay.
needs that type of release in her
Outlet,
life
yes,
because
I hear you.
I've been on her nerves
Oh.
a lot.
Yeah.
This week, I wasn't sure I was going to wake up every morning.
No. It's important to feed your passions. just in life. Like everybody has to have, no matter, as a couple, you have to have your individual passions and you just have to.
I've been feeding mine.
Oh. Food is a passion for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you travel. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing to do when I travel is eat.
Road
Yeah.
snacks.
What's your choice? What is your food of a choice that you like? I absolutely have to try.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love meat and I love fish. So
But that's not travel food.
well, it is if you go to like a specific cultural place.
Oh, if your destination is food.
Yes.
I thought you were talking
yes.
about road trip food, and eating fish on road trip food is not an acceptable situation ever unless you like to throw up and have a waterfall out of your
I
ass.
can't say that I agree, friend, because I do my research. Like I don't just go all willy-nilly to a random ass restaurant.
I'm
Like,
talking gas station sushi.
Oh, I don't do that. No. That's
That's road trip snacks.
No,
you have to get
that's
road trip
rude.
snacks in a. You have to get road trip snacks in a gas station.
no, I don't ever eat gas station food on a road trip. That is not
That's not a road
I
trip.
mean, I wouldn't eat sushi on a road trip.
I
No.
literally will look up diners, drive-ins, and dives. That's a Corley thing, by the way. He taught me that. So anywhere, even if I'm driving, we'll just look it up and we'll say, okay, what is
Where
the
they've been?
local? Yeah, what is the local diners, drive-ins, and dives restaurant? And that's what we do, and it has never disappointed us, ever.
I made barbecue off a grill on the side of a gas station
Was it good?
that I'm not even sure was beef.
Mm.
Was it good though?
I ate it all.
If you ate it, then that must have been it was good.
It was it had a barbecue sauce on it.
Was it violently processed in your body, or was it?
No,
spit?
I don't even think it made for a rough rest of the road trip,
Okay, well then there you go.
which is
That's
good because I don't digest anything well.
Same.
Mine is I have to try a hot dog everywhere I go.
I mean, I'll eat a hot dog anywhere.
No,
If there's a hot dog available, I'll eat one.
I'll have to. That's the reason I used to make an excuse to go to Home Depot.
Oh, for the hot
To
dog
get
stand
the
out
Just to
front.
get a hot. Yep. Mhm.
They had the best hot dogs.
Yes.
The hot dog,
that is
the
my-
Home Depot hot dog cart.
Anywhere I go, like if I travel, what are you getting? Hot dog. Getting the hot dog. I don't care. I know it's bad for you.
We
I
are
know
going.
it's not
No,
good
no,
for
no,
you.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no, no. We have to go to Longmont.
For what?
Marco's Hot Dogs.
Okay.
It's a Mexican hot dog stand.
Huh.
He started off with just a cart in a parking lot.
Uh-huh.
I've known him forever. I coached his daughter in basketball. Me, I was a basketball coach.
Oh,
by the way.
hey, throw that out there. Hey, put a picture in here.
I don't know if there is one. Anyway, now he has like a kind of a brick and mortar and a cart that goes around. Have you ever had a Mexican hot dog?
I cannot say that I have.
Have you?
No.
You're fucking Mexican.
Mexicans don't make hot dogs. I guess they do now.
Marcos does. It's a hot dog, like wrapped in bacon with beans and
Okay.
chilies, and
All right. We're going to have to go.
you're gonna be mad at every other hot dog you eat for the rest of your
No,
life.
I won't, because I love all hot dogs. I will try one everywhere I go.
All hot dogs matter.
Are you coming? Are you coming to Marcos?
I'll come. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time.
Are you having a hot dog?
I'll have a hot dog.
Okay, you got to try it.
I mean,
I'm in.
we'll see how my stomach does. Because usually I used to.
I
love
just roll
hot
the
dogs,
dice.
But yeah. And that's the thing. That's the whole thing with stomach issues. Like, you have to go in knowing that it might fuck you up.
That is me.
Yeah.
Everything like
That's why
I-
you got to make sure it's worth it,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I go through phases where my stomach is really bad, and so she makes me like chicken, mashed potatoes, white gravy, maybe some corn,
Right.
and I'll eat that for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And then when I feel good, I'm like, let's fuck this up.
Yeah.
And then I'll go eat something.
Yep, now I'm ready.
downhill
now I'm
here.
ready.
Because you can't just stack bad on top of bad on top of bad. Because
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
but
you
if
can
it's
al-
already bad,
but no, but you can only chafe that thing so much before you're just crying.
No, I feel you. I have a pretty much like set thing that I eat also.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I usually eat just like bacon, eggs, yogurt in the morning, and then at night I'll
I had
have a
bacon today.
ribeye and like greens and avocado. And that's
She's good.
basically what I eat.
She's
Yeah.
better than I do.
That's-
Ribeyes are my jam.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
She rich. That's what
well,
I'm saying.
Actually,
I'm gonna start doing these shows.
I got it from.
I have to eat fish eyes and think that they're rib eyes.
Well, I get a meat subscription, but
From where?
it's a local meat subscription. They're called Wild Pastures. They're out of Erie, Colorado, and
Which
so
is
they
food
yeah.
or a booty call.
Either one.
Got my meat subscription coming through every other Tuesday.
Either way,
We're setting it up, dude. We've got
getting something.
that's a new business. We're setting it up right now. It's called Meat Subscription. It's a new app where girls can just meet guys that they don't want to chit chat with. They just
bam.
I feel like this is an ad on like RedTube or YouPorn
Ashley
or something.
Ashley Madison
Yeah.
Meat Subscription.
Are you tired of
You've got the
masturbating
meats.
home alone?
Are you no? Are you tired of having to answer texts? Are you tired of listening to his stupid stories over and over again? Well, ditch the man and get you a meat subscription.
You can have all the meats.
You get
And
to
you can
choose
change it
the
up.
type. You get to choose the type of
Yeah, it's
meat
like a
that
bark
you
box.
get.
Like you're like, I like some of these.
One of these. Throw that
We'll
in there.
throw in some of Marco's hot dogs.
Yeah.
Javier,
Oh, jeez. Oh.
I think we
How
got
did we
something.
get here?
That was a roundabout.
Unmedicated.
Anyway.
You want to join this trip? Come on,
Come on down. Hey. Only a few tickets left.
Okay. I don't know where we were, but we're just gonna look at her and go,
Yeah.
okay, go on.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so past the Circavita thing, I'm a pole and aerial instructor at Rockstar Pole Fitness.
So pole
And
dancing
Pole dancing.
Oh.
as a
yes.
fitness class,
Yes.
So people get in shape.
also a way
yeah.
to spice up your love life.
Yeah.
If your wife learns how to pole dance, comes home,
Forget
shows
it.
you what was going down.
And to spice up your own like inner self-confidence too. I think that's when you have
you
good
go with that,
inner
I'm going with
self-confidence-
sex life.
Okay, but when you have a good inner self-confidence, then you can come home to your partner and then dance for them. Like it
Should we get a?
matches.
Where can we put a? We have way too.
We need
Our ceilings are really tall.
We need one of those. What do they call it? The ball? The disco?
Disco ball
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, it'll add to the ambiance.
Our ceilings are way too tall in there.
No, you can get poles that
Are freestanding.
Well, yeah, so you
I'm
can get a
scared of
stage
those.
pole, or you can actually
Have you
get
seen
a
how
pole
fat I
that's
am?
high enough. Like you can get extensions that go high. Like people have poles, they have 20-foot ceilings in their home.
Don't listen.
What
to
is
him.
happening?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. She's trying to get you somewhere.
So-
I'm trying to help you out.
yeah.
For just an added $9.95, you can also get a pole extension with your meat subscription.
A 20-foot pole.
One time charge. All right. So you teach there.
Yeah, and I teach at Denver Circus Collective as well.
Is that similar? Or are they both the same?
So Denver Circus Collective is more focused on circus arts, but they also have a pole program. Rockstar Pole Fitness is more pole, but we do have aerial arts there too.
Is that something?
Like the big hoop
Yeah, so I teach.
and then the silks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that pole fitness? Is that bigger than what we think? Like, is a lot of people
Pole
doing
fitness is huge.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge.
it? You should try it. you got it. You got it.
Are you getting bored with your meat subscription? Oh, you've started a relationship. And you're ready to move away from the meat subscription and be monogamous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to keep things lively, why don't you get your man some pole fitness?
Yep.
Like, where you put penis push-ups,
Either one.
penis
Work on that
towel,
endurance.
penis towel
You
ups.
gotta work on that endurance.
You're gonna hang a towel. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's what hula hoops are for. You ever seen a hula hoop? I literally just saw an Instagram video today, and this guy is like doing the hula hoop, and it's obviously he's doing it on his wiener because it's just like in front of him, just going like
Oh.
this. I think that's
would have
part
to
of
be
the
a tiny hula
program.
hoop.
No, it was not. I can show you the video.
No, if it was me, we're talking about more like a donut.
It's like one of those little ring
Yeah,
tosses.
ring toss would be my hula hoop because I don't have any pole fitness.
Yeah.
God, I should have taken medicine
Yeah.
today. I should have
So
taken
you
medicine.
you teach there,
Okay, yes.
and you teach at
That's the Denver
Circus.
Circus Collective, yes.
and then you run your own.
Wait, she also does children's parties.
What like a clown?
Well,
Like
like
hula
a hula
hoop.
hooping, yeah.
Oh,
Hula hoop clown.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. So
Yeah.
you dress up, paint and all.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool.
You do
Yeah.
face painting there too, huh?
I've done face painting for children's parties. Yeah. Mhm.
So she does everything.
Let's do face painting
Yeah.
for an adult party.
I'll do that
Not
too.
like not like Baron.
Well, I'm a
talking
makeup
like
artist.
I'm talking like cocktails and hanging out.
Yeah.
Not throw your keys in a bowl. Different party.
Yeah,
Yes. And I'm also in a couple of bands. So I just joined a wedding and corporate band called Thumpin', which I'm really excited
Wedding
about.
and wait, explain.
Okay, so this band plays at weddings. Like they get hired
that's
to
their
play
job.
it. Yeah, that's their job.
Cover band, I'm guessing.
Yes, it's a cover band. Yeah. So
Because no one wants to go to a wedding and hear
original music
that they've
Oh
never
my
heard
gosh,
before. They're like,
no.
this is not my jam. Let's dance.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they play like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s dance music, basically. So whatever you would hear at a wedding. But I'm really excited about it because I'm excited about the prospect
Feel
of
it.
being a musician and getting paid.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Just do it free.
I mean, you've been doing it for free for how long?
For so long that like now I'm just like ain't gonna be able to do it. no
As a
more.
band in Denver, you pretty much almost just like pay to play everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even if you're getting paid, you spent way more just getting
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Just getting to the venue, you're like, well, I spent everything we made today.
Yeah, it's
So
a
what was
passion project.
so was playing in a band your first start, and then you started doing these other things, or how did that start? How did
Okay,
you
now
get
we're
to,
gonna now
to
we're
dancing, or on
moving
the pole
to
too?
the past.
Okay, let's go to the past.
Let's go to the
All right.
past. So my dad was a guitar player. He was a musician. He also played in cover bands when he was younger. And he like did a circuit. He was in a band called Looking Back. That's what this
Oh, tattoo. Okay.
tattoo is.
Looking back. That was the
Yeah.
name
I
of
can
it?
see your elbow.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the name of his band.
Okay.
And when I was little, like that was a family thing that we would do. He would bring out his guitar and he would play like Tom Petty and Eagles and Fleetwood Mac, and we would all gather around and we would all sing. Like that was our family bonding thing.
Oh.
And so that's kind of how I got into music and performing. So I've been singing and performing since I was a child. Also, I've been drawing since I was a child. Those two were my first things that I did. I didn't really, like, I always loved to dance, you know, how we would dance in front of the mirror, you know, when we were kids. I mean, I don't know about.
No,
Oh, just me?
At
Sorry.
no point have we ever danced in front of a mirror together. I'm just gonna say that now. Like it's
Just
I'm
throwing
just
that.
saying,
Hey,
you never danced in front of the mirror when you were a kid.
if I did, I don't remember.
It's possible, but
That's so sad.
I probably did it in my
Whoa.
underoos if I did.
She said that's sad. if
I
we
was
did.
probably
so sad.
it was probably Spider-Man undies if I did
Okay,
it,
well, that I think that is, yeah.
but probably not
Okay, well,
because
I
I can't dance even to this day, not even a tiny bit. So it's probably not something that I would have enjoyed much when I
Okay.
couldn't do it then either.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I
Maybe you
think,
tried it and didn't, so you just said, "I'm not doing it no more."
yeah, I don't know. I just think that singing and dancing is like an innate human thing that everybody does, but because it's been like, you know, people look at it and they're like, "Oh, you suck." Then it gives people shame about it. So then they're just like, no, I don't want to do
Oh
it.
no,
You can't tell me I suck at singing because I know I suck.
my thing is
But I still sing.
if you
Yeah, that's the point.
if you think I'm a bad dancer, I'm gonna go dance even worse.
Oh,
like I don't give a
perfect.
shit. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, no, I love that.
you know me, I don't.
I
Care.
do love that.
I don't care even a little bit.
You should. Oh, you got to put that tank top back on and then.
Oh yeah, you
Get
want me
out
to put
there.
my? We watched a video where I got on stage with White Flag Raised. Do you remember those guys?
Nope.
And did a Blink 182 or Green Day cover. It was a Green Day cover.
Oh.
And I had like a black wife beater, my hat on backwards.
Yeah.
Wrapped the mic cord around my arm.
Oh, geez.
It was terrible.
It was
Mike
great. No, it was
watches
great.
it like
I
daily.
think whenever I'm going like, oh, I'm gonna be in a bad mood, I just put that on. Then
You're like, I'm
changes.
good.
It changes.
I have
Instant.
to watch this video.
It's not good.
It is good.
Well, it's good because it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
It's one of
bad that
those.
it's entertaining. We'll just say that. It's
Yeah.
not good, it's entertaining.
I don't even know how that thing didn't go viral.
Oh,
We could do it.
yeah.
I'll just throw it on TikTok.
I think watchers, you have a job.
Watch
Gotta
it. Go
yeah.
make it go viral.
Yeah,
Make it
might
go
as well.
viral.
Make it
We
go
got to see this
but
video.
viral. Yeah.
But anywho, that's how I got into the singing and the drawing. And then when I was 18 years old, I became a stripper,
An adult entertainer.
an adult entertainer.
Excuse me, do not belittle
An
my
exotic
industry.
dancer, however you want to call it. As a stripper, I think I can call myself a stripper.
Oh no, as a non-stripper, I'm
Yeah.
telling you what you need to call yourself.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay? I'm
Okay.
occupationing
You're
you.
white knighting me.
Oh, is that what it's called? I was going to call it occupationing.
I mean, that's what people do, right?
Like gendering.
They,
I'm just occupationing you. No,
Yeah.
that is not what it is. People,
right.
You know what? I know a lot of adult entertainers, and they would not appreciate it if you called them strippers.
well, sex workers. That's what we are. We're under the sex worker umbrella.
Really?
FYI.
Or pole.
Let's go that way.
Umbrella.
No, yeah,
Pole.
but pole. Yeah,
Pole.
yeah,
I want to be under the pole umbrella.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was 18, I became a stripper,
Mhm.
and that's where I found my love for pole dancing.
Okay.
There's only two ways you find pole dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Dance in the mirror.
One is you become 18 and start stripping.
Uh-huh.
The other is your friend invites you to a pole dancing club. I mean, class.
Class.
Club.
Is there a pole dancing? Oh, it's called a strip club, I think.
That's what it's called. Yes, that was close.
I didn't
Or
mean
like
that.
somebody's basement.
Either way.
Yeah.
Whoa, either way.
We have a basement.
Oh, yeah. Put that right next
And
to
the
the barbecue.
ceilings are low enough.
And there's a pool table.
Yeah.
I got a barber station, a pool table, and a stripper pole. That's the ultimate guy's room.
Yeah, that's all you need. What more? What more?
Video games.
So you went you
Yeah.
how long did you dance for?
14 years.
Oh, that's a career.
Yeah, it's a career. I won't I didn't dance every single year within that 14 years. I would maybe quit like a couple years and then go back, but from 18 until basically 2020, the pandemic I stopped in 2020.
Fun or money?
Both. Definitely both. It was really fun.
I think
for
that's the
me.
only healthy way to do it.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it and you understand what the parameters are of what you're doing and
Yeah.
what your non-negotiables are in the world,
Sure.
and the money is good.
I mean, there's definitely a power in the art of seduction that I really loved. And I also considered it to be touch therapy in a way, because like, I mean, a lot of the times for the guys that you want to come back and see you, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to
Repeat
get
business.
regulars. Yes.
Oh, that's where you make
I mean,
That's where
regulars,
you
not
make-
repeat business.
Yes. And so usually, I mean, a lot of the time that was the older clientele.
That had enough money to come back and see
Yeah,
you.
but I mean, it spread across the reasons why. Like maybe they were divorced, or maybe they were still married, but their wife wasn't, treating them very well, or maybe they'd never been married, like they were just really lonely. And so not only did you have to be this seductive persona, but you also have to hold space for them and listen to their problems and like,
like therapist?
Yeah, you're basically a glorified therapist. And then, when you give a lap dance, you touch therapy. That's literally what it is. You're just making them feel good.
You
and, like,
ruined it for
wanted
me. I would never want to have to listen to someone else's problems.
Probably not those problems either.
While there's boobies. I don't
Yeah.
want to. Can you imagine, like, the guy next to you is like dumping his heart out, and you're like, dude, I'm just trying to see the boobs. I'm gonna need you to hold it down. Just
You're
a little.
here. We need you here.
I need you here. You are ruining this.
Yeah.
Well, usually it wasn't a group of men.
I know. You know what?
The group of men that came in to party, I didn't really hang out with those dudes.
No?
Those were not my people.
Is it just like too much? Is it just
I'm just not a partier. I'm not a drinker, and I don't really do anything else. Like I smoke weed and that's it. Like I
Okay.
never
She doesn't do the
I never got into drugs. I never got into any of those things.
mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
You want some?
Yeah.
Babe,
those are good, huh?
Yeah.
send it.
You know
I haven't
what?
taken any today.
That's really funny because I was really wanting to get some mushrooms for my trip to Seattle tomorrow.
Okay, so then you danced for 14 years.
Yeah.
In the middle of the dancing career,
Yeah.
She also sang in bands during that time.
did that and drew,
Or painted.
painted, and then you also did what did you?
Circus work.
Yeah, you did that also.
Sexual
Yeah.
circus work.
So
regular
I
circus work.
started. Okay, I didn't like. I was dancing from 18, and then when I was like 23, 24, that's when I took my first pole dance class with my sister. My sister is also a professional aerialist. She used to do aerials for SeaWorld
Oh,
in San Diego. So that's kind of how she got me into it. She's like, yes,
There's an aerial show at SeaWorld.
yeah. It was called.
Are there fish involved?
Cirque de la Mer. I don't think that Cirque de la Mer is a thing anymore, but
What-
there was not fish involved in
It was
this
like just a
circus
stage show.
Yeah, it was just a stage show. But she like went into the water and stuff,
I never.
like in the bay.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, I don't know. But she did
Because
that
it's
for so many
circus-like, and
years.
I don't miss anything that's circus-like
Yeah.
ever.
And so she came back to Jacksonville because I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I don't even know if I even said that, but anyway, she came back to Jacksonville and she was like, "Oh, do you want to take a pole class with me?" And I'm like, I already know pole. And she's like, "Oh, but it'll be fun." I went to that class and I was humbled.
really?
I didn't know shit about fuck. Yes, I was humbled.
So it's way different.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can climb the pole and you have like maybe a couple moves in your arsenal, but like pole is just, it's so much more. It's gymnastics, it's acrobatics, I mean, it's core, it's cardio, it's endurance training, it's all of those things.
And you have to smile
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do that too.
because you're not throwing any money up to the girl that looks like she's going to die. She's like, oh. Can you imagine me on a pole?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
a
yeah.
great time. I bet. I'll
It would get
just throw dollars at
It
you.
would just get stuck between my big fat ass thighs. Boop. And I'd be like hanging upside
Okay, so
down.
that's a thing. You have to use your skin to stick on the pole. I call it a skin shelf.
Doesn't that hurt?
Yes. Yep, it does. And you have to get used to it. You have to condition your skin to get
So
used
you're
to
like
that.
your like calves just become all calloused. I mean,
Not your
your
calves.
thighs.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
thighs?
Your
I
inner-
mean, the callus doesn't feel like, okay, so see my.
Oh, it does. Okay, it's not like that.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not like this.
Because
It's
I ain't
not
trying
like
to
this.
touch my wife with callous thighs.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I have a joke about this. Like when you're really training hard and you get like really scratchy calluses, I call these my dick shredders.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Too much? Sorry.
Same.
Sorry.
Same. Same. High five.
Same team.
Anyway.
Oh gosh. Same
You're
thing.
welcome.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
So that leads us up to where you're at now.
So I've been training in pole and aerial. Let's see. I'm 37. I've been training since 23. so
You're that much
that's
older
it.
than me?
I guess so.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm an old bitch.
What are you, 30?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah. Yep.
Ish.
So I think I don't know. I'm not good at math in my head, but I think that's 17 years.
You can say that. We'll believe it.
Okay.
That you've been doing the like
Oh,
pole
wait,
fitness thing?
Hold on. 23. No, 14 years. That's 14 years. Yes.
You
That's
could have
a
told
long-
us
I didn't-
17.
I didn't
We'd have
even know
gone
that.
with it the whole way.
I didn't even know that was a thing for that long.
Yeah. It has
Well, there
been.
were strippers in the 70s.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
They had to practice somewhere.
And it's very important to talk about, the history of pole fitness because a lot of like the pole fitness industry, especially back then, they were very anti-stripper. Towards
really?
me, when I took pole classes back then, they were like, "Don't dance like a stripper. Like dance like you're like an athlete. Like they were very anti-stripper. But nowadays, like they're coming back around to the history of
They were
of
too
pole
judgy.
dancing. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause I
They
would-
were haters.
I would have stripped her. I would have strippered it up on them. I'd have been like, "Oh yeah, pow, pow."
Uh-huh.
That's my move.
There's something else that I would really love to tell y'all about that I think
Oh God,
Oh, I'm ready.
connects with what you all do.
come Lord
So-
Jesus, be our guest. Mike, did you bring your rosary?
No.
So when I moved here in 2015, I was dancing at a club called Platinum 84.
Bob's old club.
And I met this guy that basically is a photographer for naked wrestling matches.
They have those here?
We just did that. I won again.
Yes. And so these wrestling matches, like nobody can come see them. They're at a hotel room. You take apart the hotel room, you put mats down. Although back in the day, we didn't have mats. All we had was like moving blankets. And that hurt.
So they rent out a hotel room,
Yeah.
clear it out,
Yeah.
put mats down.
Yeah.
There's naked wrestling.
Yeah.
No
Wait, how
fans.
hard
no
would it
fans.
have been?
There's no fans.
How hard would it have been just to get some mats and put them in a basement and avoid the whole hotel
I
thing?
know.
It seems like,
I know. Well, this person doesn't live here.
but hotels feel more taboo.
Yeah. But this person also doesn't live here. So they come here like maybe 2 or 3 times a year
Okay.
to do this. So, and they also are very hush hush about this.
We got mats in the basement here.
Yeah, we should. Okay, let's talk about this later.
Whoa.
Okay. Yes. Anyway,
That's
so
a you and K Miller talk.
this wrestling. So the pictures get sold to men's clubs in Germany because that's their fat fodder. That's what they like.
They like wrestling.
They like naked wrestling. Yeah. And so
I might know somebody that did that.
yeah.
You do?
I definitely
I think JJ does too.
been doing this
Do
for
I know
7
them?
years.
No, you know of them. You don't know them.
Okay.
But it's real. Like the wrestling is legit. Like it's not like
So they wrestle men or they wrestle
no
like the girls, 2 girls wrestling?
Girls to
Oh,
girls
okay.
wrestling. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah. And so I actually just had a match earlier in the week on Monday. Yeah, I won. And I make pretty good money. Like
How does that pay?
If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
win, I make $900.
Oh, there's like purses. It's a purse.
Yeah, and if I lose,
So it's not-
then I make 500.
Oh, so it's like
Wait,
real fighting.
Yeah, so it's not
Half a
Oh, so
paycheck.
it's not what
It's
they
not
call it?
set up.
Set up.
Yeah, it's not set up.
You're
No.
gonna wrestle. You're gonna wrestle this girl today.
Yes. So you have to win.
But do you guys videotape it?
No, it's just
It's just
pictures
stills?
only. Yeah, because this dude is very old.
I think we're missing a
He's very-
huge demographic
Let's
here.
talk about this later.
My link's
We
in
are
bio
missing-
right
I
now.
already have the business put into motion. Okay, I already have the business. It's called Iron Maiden's Domination Wrestling.
As long as it's not called Iron Maiden's Thumb Insertion Wrestling.
Okay.
Leave the domination in there, not thumb out.
Yeah. Well, the domination wrestling, that's where the naked wrestling part comes in. Okay.
I understand, but why would you not? Why would it be
Yeah.
still pictures?
One
Because
thing-
I said he's old and he doesn't know how to use technology, and he just takes pictures of the picture on the camera and like texts them to the Germans, and they're good with that. I don't know.
This
They-
guy,
wait,
all
he-
this guy's
wait.
doing is creating a spank bank for himself and then profiting off it
Listen,
overseas.
he is probably, but he'll pay out like 30 grand every time he comes. Like, I don't understand.
So he does. So he comes for however many days, and he sets up so many matches,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then he sells a picture of a
And
picture.
he only takes stills.
That's a picture of a picture.
he,
That's
se-
exactly
he sells
what
a
it
picture
is.
of a picture
Yeah.
to some guy in Germany.
Yeah.
Does he have a website over there?
No.
Does he have a friend that
So it's
takes
like
pictures of
wait,
fat guys
so wait,
overeating?
We're so it's almost like a black market type deal.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he German?
No, he
Oh.
met these. He told me he met these people on like a cruise.
Yeah, he
ship
met.
or
I know where he met
Oh,
him.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure.
know.
It was a dungeon.
Anyway, but yeah,
Okay.
no, like yeah. So
So that's a big thing here. I guess.
I'm trying to break into that
Well,
market
I
myself.
feel like his business model is antiquated.
yes,
There's got to be a better business model.
there is a better business model.
Stills?
In 2025.
I mean, I get
That's
paid.
when old guys could get was like,
Listen,
even this takes
I get paid,
videos.
and that's all that matters to me.
Even this takes videos.
right. That's like believing that
That's crazy.
No, he uses a DSLR camera. He doesn't.
that takes video too.
I know, but he doesn't know how to do it. I literally
Oh,
just had to
gosh.
show him because he switched the lever from autofocus to manual focus, and he wasn't sure why his pictures were coming out blurry. I literally had to
Wait,
tell
is this
him.
guy like 95?
He's like 78 or something.
Do you know what the most common sound at his house is? He's gonna have a heart attack.
Yep.
He's like, one day he's just gonna be like, "Tsk."
Bam. That's crazy. So is that something you just get involved with? Like, how do you even
Because
get that involved?
I
Like,
met him at the strip club.
Oh, okay.
So
He
I
was
met
recruiting.
him he was recruiting at the strip
okay.
club. He was recruiting girls by getting girls to come over to his table and arm wrestle, and then he would pay them to arm wrestle. Yeah. You know what? All kinds. We see
That's-
all
Hey,
kinds.
let your
to
freak
each his
flag.
own.
You can let
To
your
each
freak
his own.
flag fly anywhere
hey,
you
wherever
want.
you want.
Yeah, and honestly, it's been very lucrative for me over the years. So,
I hope so.
but one of the things is that he.
If the podcast doesn't pick up, Mike,
Hey.
we're gonna have a match.
We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got enough views here.
There's a lot of annoyances.
Yeah.
Wrestling for him. One is the girl, a lot of the girls that he has, they're not reliable, so they'll cancel at the last minute.
That's
So-
everything.
Yeah.
But is that because you like all of a sudden like get like weirded out or nervous?
No,
because
he's been working with these girls for years.
Oh, okay. So
No.
it's normal.
Because people are flaky.
Because people are flaky, and it's just like because I have to put things in my calendar like way ahead of time because I just do so much shit.
Yeah.
If I put it in my calendar and I expect that I'm going to be making money and then somebody cancels, like,
Kill him.
yeah, like no, I tell him he's still got to pay me something. Like I set aside
She
that time.
strong arms the old dude.
Yeah, I
Hey, I
still
mean,
got to fucking pay me
she's
something,
like,
bro.
If you're working all commission,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
like-
if someone pulls out of a fight, we could fight.
yeah, like nobody.
like-
nobody gets paid. Well, shit, that's crazy,
Yeah.
man. So
But he also, because he like changes the rules all the time. So here's the thing: there's no set rules. Like what we think is set, then he'll like change it for this new girl that comes in because he wants to see her win. So like we'll be wrestling on the mats, you know.
so
and
wait,
then
wait,
it's-
when we're saying wrestling, are we talking like wrestling, or like WWE wrestling?
no, I'm talking about wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Like you gotta
Wrestling.
put
Okay.
people in holds.
Oh,
Yes. Like it's
that's why the
legit.
gi wouldn't work.
We need some.
Gi-
Yeah.
this is like
'Cause they don't have one.
No gi jujitsu type
This
situation.
is no G.
You can't hold on to
Jiu-jitsu.
nothing.
Yeah. Well,
One
I
strap.
mean, I definitely like you can use headlocks. You can do side control. You can do,
How many clothes?
neon
None?
belly.
Some?
Oh no, so only a thong to start, and then like after 2 rounds, then you have to take the thongs off.
So
Because
wait.
they're giving you an advantage.
So first 2 rounds. So you wrestled 3 rounds.
No, it's whoever wins 4 rounds. So it could go. Like if
So you got to win 4 rounds.
you
So it could
have
go
to
20
win-
rounds.
Well, no, it can only go
8,
7.
7. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes, math is hard.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I'm a math guy.
Well, I mean, if the guy's old, he might be in there 20 rounds, and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
only 7.
This guy might be like Mike. So my entire fight career, and to this day with JJ and
Exactly,
everybody else,
exactly.
he'd be like, all right, we're going to do 5 rounds of this today, blah, 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 ready, go. And then you get to the 5th round, you're like, this is the last one? He's like, oh, no, we got one more.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
That's he might be like that.
just one more.
Or he'll stop and he'll tell us like that was a draw and that we need to start again.
From 0?
Not from 0, but just start the whole round over again.
That was another. Hey, that round was another draw.
Yeah.
7 more.
Yeah, but it's So
Poor
like,
guy's dehydrated.
So basically, and you can't win with the same hold every time. You have to win.
gotta change it up.
You got to change it up.
Can't arm
And
triangle
then
everybody.
you also have to hold that girl in the hold for like 3 minutes. And he's like looking at his clock and it's 3.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Yes. We're like struggling.
So you're going to hold somebody.
Rear naked choke for 3 minutes? That's called murder.
Okay.
Dead.
Yeah, well, obviously,
Murder.
that's not happening. And we're not rear naked choke holding anybody. Like, you can't, like, actually go across the neck. That's like a no rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can't
So
do that.
So there are rules.
This is your no-no square.
Yeah. That's your no
It's
no.
up here, not down here.
Yeah.
Up here.
But you can put people in, like, scissor locks and, like, squeeze.
The double scissor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I re-scissored her scissor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but and so like the 3 minutes, like he like looks at and he's like taking pictures, but then he's like looking and 3 minutes goes by and he's like, oh, you got 30 seconds left. There's no fucking timer. It's just whenever he says it's 3 minutes. And
You
then
see-
like he says 30 seconds left and then like a minute later he's like, okay, count to 10. It's just like so that like because he wants to see the struggle, right?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to
It's only
see-
getting creepier the more you explain it.
That is.
it is a wild situation, but
It sounds just, yeah, that's what
Sounds
I can,
creepy.
Mhm.
you know,
And what are the,
Like this guy probably owns storage containers somewhere.
of what?
Good question.
What? You mean who?
That's,
I mean, I don't know.
and
I don't-
nobody ever complains, or is everybody just,
We all
make-
complain.
no, like you,
We all complain.
I need to know where the clock's at.
yeah, but
Yes.
like if you rent out a hotel room, people aren't randomly like,
Oh, the neighbors aren't
Yeah.
looking out.
or is it just not
We're gonna
that
need
loud?
the
No,
bottom
because
floor on a corner.
Because he's very like secretive about it. So if he feels like we're like being too loud, he'll be like, shh, like.
Oh,
but no,
okay.
but also like in a hotel room, people rent out hotel rooms for
Anything, huh?
anything.
Yeah.
All the time.
Usually it's not a full blown wrestling match.
I mean, it's not, but they have no idea that that's what's happening either.
I mean,
So nobody sees the mats coming in out of the room.
here's
Oh
the
well, they're
thing.
rolled up. They're like these like giant rolled up.
We know. But here's the thing. Being below you, there's only one of two things going on. A crazy fucking wrestling match or a murder.
Okay, well, it's always on the first floor. It's
Smart.
never on the
Hey,
second.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get the first floor in a corner.
Yeah,
And
and,
then
and
nobody-
it is always in a corner. Yes.
And then you rent the
Are
room.
you the filmer?
And
He
then,
knows. He's like, yeah.
Well,
well, then you got to rent the room next door that you stay in. And then you film in this room. So then there's no common wall.
You sure you did do
For
that
stills.
a couple times? For stills.
It's Polaroids. He's like, hold on, shake it.
Let it. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that was. There's all kinds of stuff going down in Mile High City.
You don't know none of it, huh?
Not zero.
Yeah, we just.
I came in here this much informed.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so now you do that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Where do we go from here?
she does the. So how much different as far as strength is it to do the pole, like fitness, or those the other things like the
The aerials, like
yeah.
the silks.
Yeah.
Show me silks again.
So I do Lyra. Lyra is the hoop that hangs from the ceiling.
Oh,
Yeah. I used to do
Do you know
silks.
where that is?
I've seen that.
Big
I've never
steel.
seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen a pic. Yeah.
I used to do silks like when I was younger, but now I'm old and decrepit, so I don't do those anymore.
I always think that one time they're going to die
Yeah.
because they twirl themselves and then they let
You have to know your reps, because if you don't know your reps, you either fall out of your rep or you could hang yourself. Like, you have to know your reps. It is
Or-
very dangerous.
you miscount and
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is also correct. Yeah. When you do drops, yes.
I'm not tired. I'm just hanging out for life.
Yeah.
dude, I've fallen like while walking
Me
and
too.
almost died.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, so you do the hoop thing.
I do the hoop, yes.
Okay.
I would say, I mean, they're both very strength-based oriented. So, but pole, because you have to, not only do you climb up and you're holding yourself, like you're just constantly like, your endurance is being pushed. I feel like Lyra, you have to work harder in the beginning, but then after you get that endurance in your body, then it's not terrible. It's just skin conditioning at that point, because Alira is metal. So
I don't want a skin condition.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good or fun.
Do you call it eczema?
Yeah.
If it's a skin
We
condition?
call it pole kisses.
Pole kisses.
Pole kisses, like the bruises that you get on your body. We call them pole kisses.
I call them bruises.
Yep.
Oh, my.
Wow. That was an interesting. How much did you learn today?
Trevor thought he knew me, but he didn't really know me.
I mean, I knew some things.
All he knew was you played in a band.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, I knew that she was an entertainer.
Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you saying that.
Off air.
No, this is what he said last week. We got K-Miller's friend coming in. She played in the band. She does some of that stuff, the aerial stuff, and she does kids parties. That's what he told me.
She does kids parties. So to be fair, I did drop the kids parties this year because
I missed that
was
part.
just like,
That's the best part of the whole story.
yeah.
So you don't do those anymore,
I
or you will do them if the price is right.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If the price is right, it's fine. If people like reach out to me and ask me, yes. I used to have it on my website that I would do kids parties, but then I was just like, you know what? Like, I just don't even want
It kind of looks weird when you put the kids
Yeah.
party logo next to the hotel wrestling party.
Logo.
I mean, I don't have hotel on my website.
You know what I
wrestling,
mean?
but-
It's like, I'm like, what do I want? Kids party or German?
Or do you have that
wrestling
box that's
pictures?
just stop?
You're like clicking it.
You're all
like,
damn kids party
Yeah.
again.
Go back.
um,
Okay, so you don't do the kids parties anymore.
yeah, like I decided that I do so much that I really need to like hone in and focus on like specific things this year. And so producing shows is I think the biggest thing. And then, being in my wedding band is the other thing.
Because
But
they both make money.
yeah. Yeah.
That's important.
I want to talk seriously for a minute. I want to talk about being a promoter, especially in a local scene. And you're obviously not AEG or Live Nation. So we're not
Right.
talking about those people. We're talking about promoters who put on shows, we'll say in the metro area.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to know quite a bit about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very, I won't say outwardly vocal. I'm less vocal now than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have watched so many people say that they're a promoter
Mhm.
or they own a promotion company, and all they are is a show booker.
Yes.
Mhm.
So they find 4 bands or they cram 6 bands onto a 3.5-hour show, and all they care about is how many tickets. Your band has to sell 20 tickets. That's required for the show. Your
Yeah.
band,
Right.
and the promoter does nothing from there.
Right.
And my big thing is, and we've talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
If you boil it down to MMA, something we know,
Mhm.
okay?
Same
UFC,
thing.
The UFC puts on a shit ton of events. And if you hear UFC Denver's coming, you're just going to buy tickets. Why? Because the promotion has proven itself
Right.
as a good show. In the Denver metro area, I will say, outside of what I witnessed from your show the other day, I can count on no hands how many actual promoters there are.
Yeah.
That means
That actually do the promoting job.
I have,
Yeah.
I'll put it up against any 99.9% of the people who call themselves promoters in the music scene, and I'll argue with any one of them, all they are show bookers. That's it. All they are is finding the number of bands, and they're always like begging for an extra band at the end. Hey, we need to put one more band on this show this Saturday.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Whoa.
By the way.
There's more than one person I'm talking about.
Okay. Well,
But-
specifically.
But there's a big difference between being a booker at a venue or multiple venues and being a show promoter. I was very, very, very impressed and very happy to see that you work actually as a promoter
Thank you.
because you sell your show. You're not like telling the bands, I need you guys to do that. You guys got to sell tickets. You got to sell tickets. You got to do this. You got to do that. Now, obviously, there's an agreement, whether spoken
sure.
or unspoken, that
Right.
if I'm in a band and you're the promoter, we're partners in this. We both want a big
Yes.
show.
Yes.
But when the promoter doesn't
do their
do
job.
anything other than book you for a show and then bitch about the lack of tickets you sold, you're not a promoter. Like a promoter should almost be able to sell a venue out
Right.
based on their past performance. I know that a show from Amber is going to be a good show. I don't need to know who's on it.
You're just gonna go.
I'm going to
because-
buy a ticket, but I'm going to buy a ticket for that.
Yeah.
And it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
And even when you guys were playing in the hits, there weren't promoters.
Right.
There were show bookers. There's
Yep.
a lot of show bookers.
Yes.
But they put all of the work on the bands and then crammed the bands for time
Mm-hmm.
and then bitched about every little thing that instead of making it a very entertaining, fun evening, you guys they just had the Oriental Theater.
Yeah.
They could have easily put 5 bands on that night and just really like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, slammed it. They put 3 bands on, and all the bands, you could tell they really got to find their rhythm and play and have some fun and talk to the crowd. And you watch a lot of these other promoters where they're like, here's the deal. You got a 30-minute set. You got 6 minutes to get everything on and off the stage. If you go into the next person's time, you're going to get docked this or it's going to be that. And then you watch him say, why would you waste time during your set introducing your band? I'm like, well, I don't know, because that's the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. Like, did you start looking into promoting shows because you could do it better or because you thought it should be different, or did it just happen?
I think being a producer, a show producer, meaning I build the entire show from the ground up as like coming from my pole and aerial shows. So I make the entire show. And I have to do all of the logistics, from financials to marketing to like day of show timeline to all of those things. I think coming from that and going into like music shows, I have a little bit different of a perspective, especially when it comes to marketing, which marketing is the bane of anyone's existence if you don't like it. But there are people out there that like it. I don't like it, but I do it.
And it's also just like, it's like the ever elusive
Right.
nymph where you're like,
Yes.
marketing, okay, we know this works.
Right.
Oh, guess what? That doesn't work anymore. You got to be doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you missed the algorithm over there.
Always evolving the algorithm. Like you have to just, and yeah. So anyway, coming from that side of things and now going into like just making music shows, it's really important to have transparency with the bands and like what everything looks like.
What
You're
happened?
okay. There's a camera off.
Oh, wah, wah.
I don't know what happened. It's all right.
Okay.
We have 3 cameras still.
Yes.
She'll just have to punch in your camera a lot.
Oh.
That's
Okay. All right.
We're trying a new system out here, guys. We
So
got the
bear with
A10
us.
going and
So
we're
bear with
recording
us.
everything
Yeah.
But
differently.
anyway,
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so coming from that side of things, it is really helpful to be as transparent as possible because then you can make the bands your team. Like the whole show is a team effort. It's not just me as the show producer, booker, promoter, whatever. I like last show, I make a whole budget spreadsheet and I put in all of the costs for producing the show. And I share that with the bands. And I'm like, look, like here are the financials. This is what everything looks like. I give them 3 different sets of numbers. I'm like, okay, here is the least amount that we need to sell in order to break even for the show. And then here is like the most that we can sell. Like if we were to sell out the theater,
yeah.
this is the money that we all can make. And then we all can split it. You know what I mean? So basically you could go from, making like, $50 per person a show to like $500 a person per show, depending on how much of a team effort we all want to put in there. It is helpful to do like the ads, even though like you said, the Facebook ads are like this like
Sometimes.
fleeting thing. Yeah. The last ad that I did was the best ad that I've ever had. Like,
I switched everything over to Google Ads.
oh, okay.
But I don't know you could probably make them very pointed as far as like
Yeah.
location.
Right. Yes.
But for our show, I'm like Canada, Ireland,
Sure,
England,
yeah.
you know, I'm like everywhere because
Yeah.
obviously
yeah.
you don't have to arrive at a venue.
Right. Yeah. For shows, you actually want to make it as small and specific
Right, tiny,
as
tiny,
possible.
tiny,
Very
tiny,
tiny. Yeah. And so then I talked to, you know, the entire, like, I don't want to say cast, but that's what my pole and aerial shows has is a cast.
Same, yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
But, and I was like, okay, you know, if we can split it, it's only like $10 a person, and I can run an ad, $250 ad for like 3 weeks. And that really brought in, I would say, a majority of our ticket sales that we really didn't
But that's
have
being
to,
a promoter.
Yeah.
And where was this? Where was your recent show at? Where was the venue?
The Oriental Theater.
Okay.
Yeah, in Denver.
It's a cool venue.
Yeah.
It's a very cool venue.
Hmm.
And so that's kind of what I like to do is I like to try and make it a team effort where, you know, everyone wins. They can see that like
Right.
everyone can win
And that's
if we
the
all work
thing.
together.
When you can be transparent,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to like sell to the people that you're working with. You go,
Yes.
here's the deal, dude. Here's all the numbers. I'm not taking this big portion
Right.
and
Well, I
shoving
think-
it in my pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think no matter how, whether it's music or your kind of stuff or fighting, most times we come in contact with promoters that are only worry about them making money.
And they're
Yes.
always
And
so
you know what I mean?
shady.
And
Yes.
and everybody's shady. It's like they burn me. It's like, well, yeah, that's the business word.
Yeah.
That's how they get over. You
So-
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
When towards the end of my local music world, I used to put on shows at the venue over here on 120th at Cheers. You've been there.
yeah,
And just to be a dick, I used to give the bands 100% of the door every show. There you go.
I love that.
Only because all the other people that were promoting shows or doing shows,
Yeah.
I just had such disdain for them because they were all, everyone's trying to eat off the musician who doesn't even have enough money to eat himself.
Mhm.
Same
Yeah.
thing as a fighter.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, all right, here's the deal, guys. 100% of the door. Everybody that walks through, how do you guys want to do it? Do you want to split it equally?
Yeah.
Do you want people to say who they're here for?
Yeah.
And you get paid that portion? However you guys as bands want to do it, 100% of the door goes to you. It also motivated bands to be like, I want my people here for this show because
Right.
this is the show that I'm actually going to make money on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
and then the bar's happy because you made them money. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's
See,
happy.
everybody leaves
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. And if the venue is full, the bar owner's happy.
Then they
Yeah.
want
Then
to
they
book
want you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how I did it with Lilith Fair is I said, okay, for the online sales, since you can't really like determine who
Right.
came, who bought online, we split the online sales evenly. And then I allowed them to sell like fee-free tickets through Venmo, because if you buy a ticket online through the ticket website, you pay like a $8 service fee or some shit.
It's always
So
a
even
fee.
they want to make
Yeah,
money.
even they want to make money. So I let them sell tickets for $25 fee free, and I would just put their name on a list at the door. So whoever sold those tickets, they basically kept everything that they sold. So everybody made at least they made 118 from online sales.
Each individual
Each
person.
individual person made $118 from online sales, and then whatever they sold via Venmo, they kept all that. Some people like banked $500.
That's how it is.
Yeah, and I didn't take anything for this one, and we were still able to donate. Like I asked people if they wanted to donate some of their, earnings to Girls Rock Denver, which is this really amazing organization that helps young girls and gender and expansive youth to be a musician and be a performer. So we had them there, and we were able to donate $1,000
Oh, wow, that's
to
great.
them.
Good.
Yeah.
I was seated right next to their booth.
Mhm.
And when they came in, and I don't think they looked over at me and I don't think they knew what to expect because
Yeah.
I don't look like the guy that would be at that show.
Sure.
I was wearing like Nike pants and a hoodie and hat on. I just looked like some Jeff off
Random.
the street. So they were right next to me. And when they were setting up, I kept they were like almost uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, trust me. I'm the last person in here that you have to worry about. Like, I'm good with everybody. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
Yeah.
But it was just funny watching it because, there is perception. Guys that dress like me are guys that normally are abrasive in that situation, you know, with organizations like that. So I guarantee when they came in, they were like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because I was this close to that
Oh,
booth. Yeah, I was like right next to him.
Yeah. So here was the booth that he was in, and then there's like a little walkway, and then this was the booth that they were in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like right there.
High five them.
Yeah, dude, I was like all about. I'm like, whatever, dude. I love it. Just do what you do. I don't care. They had cool shirts that said like deconstruct the patriarchy, smash the patriarchy.
Yeah.
I was like, the only thing that could have made this worse is if I had a shirt on that said the patriarchy. Just as a fun, like it would have been funny, but it wouldn't have. But it would have.
It would have been funny to you.
And them after they got to know me.
I think it would have been funny to a lot of people.
Yeah. After they got to know me, they would have laughed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like walking in, they would have been like, "Oh my, we're gonna have to beat this guy up."
I know they could have had like, you know, like this like Mario hammer and just like
smash. It was interesting, but it was fun, and they had fun. They were dancing their.
Oh my gosh!
I want to say their balls off, but ball free.
Oh man,
they were ball free, but they were dancing and having a good time. I am not. What? It's true.
Yeah,
they were dancing their flaps off.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they have Arby's or Barbies. I don't know. I don't know what they have going on there.
No matter what, there's always flaps.
Oh god.
But the ultimate landing spot is even for someone like who looks like me or comes from a different. The show was mesmerizing to a point where it really wasn't like there were other people there. Mm-hmm. There were so many really good singers. The musicians were great. It felt like you were actually at a Lilith fair, and those were the singers from that era. Oh, you know, it was like Sheryl Crow and Melissa Etheridge and
Sarah McLachlan.
I think someone had a Pocket Full of Sunshine there. It was just, it was like that whole, like when it was like
And how long do these shows
90s,
last?
like mid 90s girl rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long do your shows
It was
normally?
about like maybe 3.5.
It was about 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a decent amount. That's a good amount of time.
Normally for me too, in a public show like that, about an hour in, I'm like, okay, I've heard it.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Like especially at local shows, and not being disrespectful to local bands, because I know everyone who's a musician like that works hard. But a lot of, like when you go to a local show, they book 4 bands that sound the same. And about halfway through the second band, it sounds like the same song's been playing for 2 hours. And you're just like, can we be done now?
Yeah.
Can I just go home?
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to announce your bands.
No name.
Yeah.
Can't introduce anybody. Can't break the monotony of the same song over and over again.
Well, I tried to give enough time. Like, we had to be out of there by 11, and the show was slated to end at 10. So, like, if people went over, it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah, you gave yourself some bleed time.
Yeah.
And Andy's pretty easy to work with.
Oh,
too.
Andy's wonderful. He's such a sweet human being.
You know, well...
And Andy owns the...
Andy Burkow.
Yeah, he's one of the owners.
He's one of the owners of the Oriental
there's
Theater.
like 4 owners, 3 or 4 owners.
So over a decade ago, on my old Unfiltered and Unaffected show that I did with Matt Need, we had Andy on when he was just like trying to figure that place out.
Yeah.
And he's always been the coolest guy ever. And that place used to be an absolute shithole.
Oh, really?
Like the ceiling fell.
Oh.
A portion, I will say a portion, not the whole, but a portion of the ceiling fell in the theater. That they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that place.
And money.
Mostly money. But when we walked in the other night, I was like, oh, wow, this looks really nice. They really put this place back together. And Kay Miller was like, I mean, yeah, it's nice. What did it used to? I'm like, oh, it didn't used to look like this. It did not used to be this. But they've done a great job. I saw 2 people that I've had on my show from decades ago at your show.
Oh.
One was Andy.
Oh, yeah.
And the other was Nick Gossert.
Oh.
Do you know Nick? Nick is he had like salt and pepper hair. He was working at the door a lot.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
he does a show. You should do something.
The Lucha
Libres and Laughs.
Yeah. That thing is
Where's
huge.
that
Mexican wrestling and comedy at the Oriental Theater.
When?
June is his next show. Trust me, I'm already on it.
Yeah.
I
That
got
thing
us.
is huge. Everybody loves that.
Really?
It is hilarious, dude.
We got to go.
And it's real, like Lucha Libre wrestling.
Yeah, we got to go.
So he was there. I was like a friggin' like fraternity reunion, but it was cool. And so many of the musicians are people that we've worked with in the past or seen in the past.
Yeah.
It was just really, really good. It was a really like the whole show was very positive.
See, aren't you glad you went?
I am. I was a little bit dready because I had to go out in public.
Yep.
I also had to go to Lilith Fair. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. I'm not going to lie. Like
No, I get it.
from a normal person perspective, that's not like
Yeah.
a Lilith Fair guy. I was like, it's going to go one of two ways.
Yeah.
It's either going to be lesbian coffee shop rock and it's going to hurt, or it's going to be a great show. It was a fucking great show. It really was. It was 10 out of 10. It was a great show.
Yeah.
Like if you do that show again, I will probably bring people to it
Awesome.
because it was that good.
Yeah. Well,
And I knew most of the songs.
Andy asked if we could make it an annual show, and
yeah,
and everybody asked, "Are we doing the show again?" The lady that hosted our show, she's a radio host from 93.3, yeah, Colorado Alternative.
Schmitty.
Yeah.
How long does a show like that take to plan?
I would say we started planning it at the end of January.
Oh, so okay. I was thinking.
So February.
I was thinking you
March,
started
yeah.
November.
Oh no, not for a music show, but for like a theatrical like pole aerial show.
Yeah.
Then
If it has to
yes,
be
you wanna
rehearsed
get-
and
yeah,
there's
then you
moving
wanna have, like,
parts,
6 months. Yeah,
Okay.
I would need the rest of my life
Yeah. Just to start.
yeah.
just to not break a hip.
Gotta get that past that first.
Well, and that's like a whole other thing is that like, these shows, if you're going to have it on this big of a stage and you have the finances can stack up pretty quick. And so you're paying with this show with ticket sales only, and that can be real anxiety.
Yeah, if you don't have sponsors or
inducing.
backers.
Yeah, you don't have, I don't have any sponsors or
So you do this all
backers.
yourself?
Yeah. And so last year, I actually lost money on 2 of my shows. I'd never lost money on a show before. And I lost so much money on 2 of my shows. I was $7,000 in debt.
Ooh.
I had to take out a loan to pay everybody. Yeah.
That's when you know you're a promoter.
Yeah.
You're not really in it until you've had to like pawn your car.
Yeah. And that's the risk.
Yeah.
That's the risk that you take. High risk, high reward.
So my bounty hunting show, we self-finance all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But every episode, you have to pay everybody
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Like it's not, hey, when this airs,
Yeah.
we'll get you taken care of. It's you pay the talent out
right away
and produce like everybody. And then you hope that the episode comes out and it's a hit and people watch it and you can recoup that cost.
Yeah.
But there's episodes that I filmed that maybe will never recoup their cost because we just did some crazy outlandish shit.
just too much money.
Yeah, but then I've done other episodes where, the episodes made $50,000 over time,
Yeah,
not like
sure,
all at
sure,
once,
Yeah,
but
not
like
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, and you're like, how did that episode do that? Like,
Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from, and then you're just like, oh, that one might have broken even,
Mm-hmm.
but similar thing, when it's
Yeah.
$4,000 or $5,000 an episode. And you're
Yeah.
filming multiple episodes in a week, you're 20 grand into a week and you're like,
Yes.
I
Yep.
hope this all works out.
Yep. And then if it doesn't, you just have to get a job to pay for everything, which is what I did.
I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it was terrible. I worked 10-hour days, 5 days a week, and they wanted me to work weekends and literally for a year just to try and pay off the debt that I had from last year.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's-
Just to
Yeah.
bring a show to people.
But you know
Yeah.
what? That's what you got to do. I mean, that's your passion project. Like, I'm not doing this to get rich, obviously, but
Yeah.
like, it's what makes
We're not doing
me
this to
wanna
get rich, are we?
live.
Who?
Us. We haven't
Maybe.
yet.
I keep checking the mail.
But I mean, if that becomes a reality, fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But the realistic view is that maybe it won't, but I'm doing it anyway because this is what I love
And that's
doing.
it. If you're
Yeah.
truly passionate about something, it will find a way to make a living.
Yeah,
You may have to adjust your cost of living,
sure. Yeah.
but you can always find,
Find a way.
like you could coach 27 fighters.
Well, that's why I do
and maybe
naked
pay your
wrestling,
rent.
Maybe.
Oh,
Get a job
man.
where you do naked wrestling.
Yeah.
One or the other.
They would pay us not to wrestle.
Which, okay. Line right up.
We're just going to take pictures of us in thongs and be like, your next match is this, unless you guys pay.
It's blackmail. It's like
Hey.
Reverse blackmail.
reverse
Yep.
blackmail.
Yeah, so we'll put up a live event.
Yeah.
We'll have a couple girls wrestle and then a couple more girls. And then we'll do a brief intermission and be like, here's the deal, guys. If we don't raise $15,000 in the next 15 minutes, you got to watch this. And it's just pictures of us all.
Just,
See? Because I don't want to wrestle.
me either.
Especially
Pay not to wrestle.
not
Pay
in a thong.
wrestle.
Thong, 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 thong.
Guys in a thong would be kind of
Oh,
weird.
that would be weird. But that's only for 2 rounds.
Yep.
Then I could slap you in the face.
Then the balls come out, right? Then the balls are flying.
Oh,
I would get
gosh.
the elephant one.
Just-
And you wouldn't really have a trunk. It would be bad.
What about the slingshot?
The slingshot.
Yeah, the one where it like
Oh,
goes over
yeah,
your
the
shoulder.
Borat.
It's like Borat. Yeah.
Does that count?
Very nice. How much?
Does
I
that,
like.
does that count?
Does that count? Can I wear it?
Yeah, why not? Goes up your ass, doesn't it?
Oh man, just think if you stretch wrong,
Oh, forget it.
you hit a whole nother note.
Oh,
That would be the end. Ooh. Not good.
yeah.
You want to make sure you give a good cleanse before that, probably.
You would hope.
Might get a little rippage at some point.
Maybe a little bleaching.
Yeah. Something.
Because after round 2,
Forget it.
could you imagine looking
Never mind.
fat ogre guy, 50-year-old white.
You know what?
fat
This
dude.
actually might be a thing, for like the gay websites that like the bears.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's tone that back.
I'm just saying, there's
Maris,
a market.
this one goes
for
out to you.
everything. There's a market.
Yeah. It's not my market.
I'm sure there is a market. Because there's a market for everything, right?
Everything.
But
I don't think I mean, I'll be doing some DoorDash.
Uber and DoorDash.
I'll be
Yeah.
doing some yeah.
That's- Yep.
Before I'm on the meat subscription website.
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you both.
Oof. All right, we're gonna have
All
to
right,
wrap up.
we're gonna
real
have
quick.
to wrap
It's
this up.
1:35. What do you think
135. Oh, yeah.
is the biggest thing that people misunderstand about you?
I think when they know that I do pole dancing or, they see me as a performer dressed a certain way, they probably just think that I'm, we're like, look at this slut on the stage, and so they don't realize.
I don't think you can say that.
I love all my but anyway, yeah, no, it just they don't, they only see the cover. They
Right.
don't see all of the work, all of the talent, all of the things that go into like all the things that I do or like what my performers do,
Do you think at any point that's been a hindrance in you being able to move in the direction you want to do with like these types of shows?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know because I just have such a rebellious nature that if somebody tells me no, like it gives me the fuel to like,
Right.
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Me?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, it just gives you the fuel to your fire to be like,
Yeah.
nah, bitch, look at what I can do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then you just do it
Yep.
better than what it was going to be before.
I love pissing people off. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the easiest way to make them.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. I don't
look at
know.
me.
Yep.
I'm definitely a fuck perception type of person. Like, fuck your perception.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know how you fuck Perception.
Like that.
I mean, is she a dancer? Stage name? Perception?
Ah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
I was bringing it back around for you.
It's like, what?
Circle back around.
I got you.
Perception is actually a really good stripper name. I love that.
It's mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Copyright that.
It's my new stripper name. It was either going to be that or Milk Duds.
Milk Duds.
Oh.
That's like your stripper name is like the last thing that you ate and like the color of your underwear or something.
Black bacon.
Whoa.
That's me.
Oh.
Black bacon, baby.
Wow.
That would be such a disappointment for people who signed up to watch that.
What would your stripper name be?
What'd you eat?
Nothing.
You haven't eaten today?
No.
What did you eat yesterday?
What'd you eat before you went to bed? Ice cream?
Probably, yeah. A bite of ice cream.
Mm. So he's commando vanilla.
Yep.
I love that for you.
I don't. Oh man. Well, I think we've traveled down enough roads today. I don't know if we're ever going to recover from this. What did Tiger King say? I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Yep.
No, this is the shows that we want to do.
Yeah,
these are the shows. These are the episodes that we truly enjoy. People that can come in and really kind of lay it all out there and be who they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's more fun for us,
That way.
I think. Yeah.
It's way funner that way.
I really enjoyed being here with you all and sharing.
We've got a
about
lot
myself
of business
and-
ideas
Hey.
now.
Yeah.
I learned so much today.
You learned about our new business,
Everything.
Meat subscription. You're also now the camera guy for downstairs still picture wrestling.
I'm gonna throw the
Polaroid. We're going to do Polaroid wrestling. We're going to one up this dude.
Look, I already got my camera ready.
No, it's Polaroids only.
Oh, I could buy one of those. Go to Walmart when I leave here.
Everybody likes retro
Now they do.
Yeah.
and Marco's hot dog.
Yeah, we got to go there.
It's so
But
good.
anyway,
Okay, when are we going there? Yeah, we have.
Right,
to.
I'm going now. I don't know about y'all.
Okay.
No, we got to wind this
Yeah,
up.
we
Thank
gotta-
you so much, Amber, for coming in and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. She painted Tupac. Yep.
It's our Lord and Savior,
there-
Tupac Christ,
So
right
if you
there.
ever wonder who painted it,
Yep, this is her. This
Yep.
is the person. Anything? Oh wait,
Nope.
WhatsApp. If you'd like to comment about anything we talked about today, pretty uneventful day. Go ahead and click on the link.
or scan the QR code.
Where's the QR code?
right here?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Scan that QR code or click the link in the description and you can join us on WhatsApp. You can leave us a voice note. You can send us a text. You can send a question. Even if it's to Amber, we'll call her.
Mm-hmm.
She'll answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got you back.
She'll
There you go.
answer, kind of. Also, my GTA 5 server is killing it. Come on over. There's a link in the description for our Discord if you are one of the nerd gamers like me. Jump
Join, play.
in, create a character, have some fun.
Build your script.
Build everything.
Yeah.
Build it all.
Yep.
What else do we have to talk about?
I think that's it.
I hope so. Do you know what I learned? Boy, my brain is not with us today. Do you know that Dr. Pepper is not Coke or Pepsi?
What is it?
They're an independent company, but they get bottled by whoever gives them the best deal in the area.
Oh, so it could be Coke or
So in-
or Pepsi.
Yeah, in Denver, it could be bottled at Pepsi. And then in like St. Louis, it could be bottled at Coke.
Huh.
It's whoever gives them the best deal. That's why there's two different shapes of Dr. Pepper bottles.
Huh.
That's a smart.
Yeah.
They don't have to touch nothing.
And it's Dr. Pepper. Everybody loves Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Who could be mad at that? Carbonated prune juice.
Sure.
Okay, we're going.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
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 Bye.